His decision, Miami will be the third stop in the 33-year-old's 10-year-old NBA career. Well, it's a little bit of a spin on our NBA hot topics. Today, it's strictly NBA Heat topics with our insider Chris Broussard and the NBA analyst Jalen Rose. Let's start with Battier joining the Heat tomorrow. Eddie Curry likely too. Is this enough to put them over the top? We'll start with you, Chris.
They're over the top. I mean, they had enough talent last year. If LeBron shows up and plays his game and doesn't get passive, they win that championship. It's as simple as that. Now, I like the moves. Battier makes them better. He gives them more versatility, can shoot the ball, defend. And Eddie Curry, it's a no-risk situation. So this could be good for them, but they had enough anyway.
I really like him adding Shane Battier, a team defender, a glue player in the locker room. He's going to be a guy that's able to be productive without needing the basketball. He takes charges. He can come in off the bench for LeBron James or Dwayne Wade. And I would like this team to see this team put LeBron James at the point guard position more. And that'll put them in a position also to play small ball against a lot of teams in the league.
I like Battier. Just a lot of common sense there in that man. There's LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Last year, they all ranked in the top 20 in minutes per game. Looking at back-to-backs on many nights, back-to-back-to-back, at least once this season. How do you handle that as a player?
If it was up to a team that just lost the NBA Finals and their goals are championship or bust, if it was up to them, they'll play 66 straight days so we can fast forward the regular season and get to the playoffs. These guys will be just fine.
So you don't think they should take any days off or anything?
They're going to take days off. That's going to cheat the fans, unfortunately, but that's what happens when you have a lockout. But I think come playoff time, as long as they're healthy, they'll be okay with the minutes played.
The good thing for them is their big three is young. It's not like San Antonio or Boston. I mean, Dwayne's 29, LeBron's 26, Bosh 27. So they should be fine. I think the key is you have to make sure you work out all the kinks in the regular season. I don't care if you have to play them every day. I mean, they're going to rest them, but you have to make sure you get used to Bosh playing in the post, get used to him rolling, get used to LeBron and Wade moving without the basketball. You know, things like that. So I just think they need to concentrate on getting ready for the playoffs in the regular season, not so much the wear and tear, because they're young.
I want to get back to something you just said, if LeBron shows up, meaning in the finals. And we've seen a real sensitive side to LeBron this week in a conversation with Rachel Nichols. He sat down earlier this week. It aired over a couple of days. Listen to what LeBron had to say, in case you missed it earlier, about how he feels being perceived as the bad guy.
Going through my first 7 years in the NBA, I was always the liked one, and to be on the other side, they call it the dark side or the villain, whatever they call it. It was definitely challenging for myself. It was a situation I'd never been in before, and took a long time to adjust to it.
Yesterday was interesting. Then Dwayne Wade joined us on SportsCenter, and he said he actually told LeBron, "Let me wear the black hat. It's okay." Chris, LeBron's desire to be liked by everyone, is this holding him back?
I'm not sure. I mean, he was fine during the regular season. He was fine against Boston and Chicago. He was fine for the first couple of games of the finals. I think the bigger issue is, one, he has struggled when the expectations are on him to win. His best playoff moments came when nobody expected much from the Cavs. Detroit, 48 points. Now they expect, last year in Cleveland against Boston, last year against Dallas, they expected more, and that's when he struggled. So I think there's more to it.
That's the difference. In Cleveland, he was David. And everybody was happy when he was able to carry the Cleveland Cavaliers to the finals. Now you signed up with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Now they're Goliath. And everybody expects them to go undefeated, sweep through the playoffs. They actually had a productive year last year. They did win the Eastern Conference. And there are a lot of players walking around that played for Phil Jackson, played with the Lakers or the Celtics, or got drafted with the Chicago Bulls and played with Michael, or played in San Antonio with Tim Duncan. They have championship rings. So all of this, does he have the championship medal? That's kind of being overblown. I think he does have it, and I expect him to win a couple of championships with the Heat.
All right, if not this year, which team's going to win it? If not the Heat? One word.
The Eastern Conference is tough. I mean, you got Boston, you got Chicago. As the rosters are right now, I have to say the Miami Heat.
Well, I think the Heat are the best team. They should win it, but I think the Lakers are their toughest opponent because of the size. Gasol and Bynum, and who knows if they get Chris Paul.
But it's early. All teams have issues. Lakers have some things to iron out. Are the Bulls going to get a shooting guard? What's going to happen with Dwight Howard? Stay tuned.
And I said, if not the Heat.
Nobody.
Come on,
I think they're playing against themselves. You know what? If I had to take a team out of the East,
the Heat is the best team.
People still underestimate the fact that Boston Celtics are the only team in the NBA with 4 All-Stars. can't overlook that.
All right, Jalen and Chris with us here live on SportsCenter. Thanks, guys. Again, the Heat open the season against the Mavericks. It's part of the lineup on Christmas Day, 2:30 Eastern time. Then it's the Bulls and the Lakers. And again, everybody on the block but Kobe out there in L.A. Yes, Chris Broussard?
Yes, yes. They're offering Powell for Chris Paul and Bynum for Dwight. That's what they want to do.
All right.